Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to some of you. If it is East Coast, your Christmas morning. If you're West Coast, if you're like me, you're in Arizona, it's 10:30 p.m. And Santa's not even above your house right now, but soon he will be. You know who won't be helping you? Santa will help you tomorrow morning, but you know who won't be helping you this week? Rashee Rice, Brock Bowers. Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to do his very best. Davante Adams probably not helping you the rest of this season. Rice is out for the entire rest of the fantasy season. Brock Bowers is out for the entire fantasy football season, and Davante Adams probably is as well. Hendy, more news on Hendy probably tomorrow. The Fantasy Football Show, Christmas Eve, heading into Christmas Day. Graveyard Stream begins right now.
You're watching a
Graveyard Stream.
live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the show. File on in. We've got a lot to discuss. We got your boys' favorite underdog picks right here. Underdog promo code Smitty. I'll drop the link in the live chat. Play 5, get 75. Underdog promo code Smitty. Let me drop that link and pin it in the live chat. Appreciate every single one of you being here. And let's get right to the news, and then we'll open up. We'll do the super chats, and we'll open up the phone lines, and we'll talk about a little bit of underdog. I'm gonna tell you right now, I like the Buka higher, 43.5. He got one catch last week for 40 yards. I think he's gonna bounce back this week. You can say I'm on the Buka train. I don't care. Chase Brown, 22.5. We'll get into the rest of these in a second. I'll hide them over in the corner. For those that don't know, Brock Bowers out for the rest of the fantasy football season and NFL season, obviously, because the Raiders have no playoff aspirations. So this guy's going to get his knee finally right, and he's going to be a value walking into 2026 because you're probably looking. If I had to guess, let's go over here to the Brock Bowers. Let's put him on the board here and let's map him out. And get a feel of where we might expect him. Sometimes just looking at this makes me feel differently than when I'm just verbalizing it. I'm not actually putting player to page. I think that Bowers, who went right here last year, there's no way, even with an improved offensive line, a better quarterback, there's no way someone's just going to draft him at 2.1, 2.5, 2.8. I think that right now, he's going to trend in this late third, mid to late third, maybe top of fourth, maybe mid fourth. What's going to move him around will be what quarterback does he get? What's the offensive line build looking like? One by one, the players get signed, or if they draft more offensive linemen, they get the right offensive line coach in there, because we're going to dig into the coaching maneuvers. All that's going to maneuver him around the ADP board, so he'll go from 4 to top of 4 to bottom of 3 to 4.1. And the only thing that I'm going to say, though, is there's no way he gets a great quarterback. They're just, I mean, Kyler, trade for AR5, Malik Willis, Green Bay Packer backup quarterback, rookie QB. There's real no way he gets handed a Justin Herbert, gets handed some monster. So will he ever rise into the second round ever again, or at least in this offseason upcoming? No, probably not. So he will be a value, a very baked in, risk is very baked in player walking into the 2026 season. Rashee Rice. Oh, and real quickly, just on the Ashton Jeanty front, as far as being out for the rest of the season, Brock Bowers, Ashton Jeanty, of course, is going to get a nod by a lot of people to get more work, but will he be less efficient? Will they shut him down? Defenses focus on him, key in on him, stack the box. They can't stretch the field, and Jeanty has less efficiency with more volume, thus less production, thus less, effectiveness, and maybe more injury risk because he's getting smashed at the line of scrimmage. But either way, you're starting Jeanty based on what he did against the best defense in the league last week. 188 and 2 touchdowns. Jeanty is a must start no matter what. It just sucks that Brock Bowers isn't there to help stretch their defense. Rashee Rice, concussion on IR. His season is done. It sucks, but it's the smart play for a team that has nothing to play for and no Patrick Mahomes. It sucks for fantasy owners. If Minshew were out there, I'd probably be more apt to be like, yeah, let's get him out there. The injury risk is not horrible. right now, it's for nothing. We don't even know if he'll do anything of serious note at all, even if he was out there. No point in risking concussions and recidivism and potentially concussions coming quicker to this kid because he gets rushed out there for a nothing burger game. What if he got hit again and got rocked? We'd all be saying, why put him out there? It's idiotic. So it is what it is. It sucks. Some of you in championship week want Rice in your lineup, but it's just not going to happen. Trey Henderson, this feels very, very questionable still. He was limited on Wednesday, but he's got to go through certain checkpoints in the concussion protocol. And sometimes players have sped through these checkpoints and then they failed to go past the last gateway to get into to play again. We have not enough information. It's Wednesday. It's limitations for everybody for the most part. It's the end of the season. Everybody's injured anyway. So everyone's kind of taking time off, rest days. We have to wait until he passes through the protocol. There's more steps to maneuver before we can even, contemplate putting Hendy in our lineups. Amon-Ra St. Brown is questionable to play week 17 with the knee. There is some irritation, it's being called, in his knee, but the expectation is that he will play as of right now. Understand that going out there and testing it on game day could certainly change this. This is not I saw a couple comments in the chat, and I've seen a couple people say, Smitty, you're wrong on Amon-Ra St. Brown. I saw you talking about it earlier. He's not going to play, or he's going to play. He's for sure going to play. He's not for sure anything. He's trending to playing, but if he goes out there and tests the knee and it doesn't go well, then Amon-Ra St. Brown would sit. It's all about what's it feel like when he gets on the field on game day. So he will most certainly try and give it a go, of course, but this team might protect him, with the situation that is at hand for the Detroit Lions. Let's ask Ziggy. Ziggy, what are the odds of the Lions making the playoffs walking into week 17, given the week 16 outcome?
Lions playoff odds are now 6%. They need to win their final 2 games and hope the Packers lose both their remaining games.
So 6% is not good. I'm not saying players don't want to fight for that 6%, but if he goes out there and he feels something off in the knee, he's got to be smart about it. And this is what the Rams are doing with Davante Adams. They're trying to be smart about his situation. The Rams are leaning towards shutting down Davante Adams' hamstring for the final 2 regular season games to make sure he's good to go for the playoffs. Seeding's important, but what's more important is having all of your players ready to rumble for the playoffs, no matter what seed you get. And so this is a smart play. It sucks again for week 7. Or Ziggy off. Ziggy off. I know that. I'm just explaining that. Smitty just said that. I literally just said that. Where's my just said that button? I mean, this guy thinks he knows everything now. He got upgraded, and now he's running his mouth constantly, and
Smitty just said that.
He's trying to get the limelight. So more on Amon-Ra St. Brown. We don't know. The answer is we don't know. Nobody should say he's playing. He just might play. Shanahan said George Kittle has a chance to play. That doesn't sound good. That sounds like Tundris is playing. Get out there on the waiver wire if you need a tight end. But look, Kittle is going to try and play. It's an important swing of games for these 49ers because if they win out, they get the number 1 seed in the NFC, and then they get that bye week, baby. So it's important. I could see it going either way. Josh Jacobs limited. I believe that's better than he's further along than he was last week at this stage, getting that limited tag. But definitely need to monitor that. He didn't look himself. This feels like the only concern I have with Jacobs is that it's almost as if Jacobs is not getting worse necessarily, but it seems like he's definitely not getting better, because he's playing on this knee ankle double situation and going out there each week and literally it looking like he's at the worst possible state of this situation right now. Wilson taking over a bunch of work. Jacobs is not out there doing what he's normally doing. Now, Could he heal right now and just have a nice, remarkable recovery this week? Sure, gets the right treatment, a certain number of weeks that he's been resting, during the off time. Maybe it all comes together for him. Maybe he's been held back a little bit, but he puts it all together this week. Who knows? But all I'm going to say here is you've got a turmoil situation with the quarterback room. You've got Love in concussion protocol. You got Malik Willis not practicing. Love and Willis both feel like they're not going to play at this moment, but hopefully Willis does. Then it's like, what happens anyway? Is Jacobs just going to go out there and get injured? Now, if Jacobs sits, Willis is still a very good start, but he also has some limitations because of the quarterback situation and how this offense will probably try but fail a lot of the time to move the football. Christian Watson shoulder practice in full on Wednesday. This guy's always hurt, but man, he's had a good year coming back from an ACL tear so quickly, so smoothly. Jaylen Warren hip was limited in Wednesday's practice. Gainwell and Warren are tough players to decide which one, if you had to go with one, who to play. I like Gainwell more because his ability to catch footballs and just the targets that he gets. Both of them are fantastic. Vidal, neck, did not practice Wednesday. It's going to be the Hampton show. It's a tough Houston Texan matchup, but boy, am I excited about Hampton this week. Dylan Sampson injured with a hand, limited on Wednesday, but fully trending toward being the main back in this contest in week 17. And we've loved this kid, Dylan Sampson. And he did really well when Judkins was out. When Judkins was never on the field yet, when he had never, been unveiled and he's going through his offseason situation that lingered into the season, Sampson was fantastic. And I'm really excited to see him back in an opportunity. I really like Dylan Sampson. He feels like such a undervalued running back. He kind of reminds me of, put it back on screen here, it kind of reminds me of Chuba Hubbard, how Chuba Hubbard came out and everybody was like, and he didn't really do anything for a while. And then I'm not saying that Sampson's going to take that long of a hiatus from play, and then emerge like Chuba did. But Chuba kind of came out of nowhere again after falling into the abyss, and then he became super relevant and super good. I just think that Dylan Sampson kind of has that ability to kind of surprise some people in the second or third year of his career, because I really, really love the kid coming out. Reminds me so much of Chuba Hubbard. And even more importantly, reminds me of Chuba Hubbard's situation. Like, just tremendously parallel. Pat Bryant concussion, will not play week 17, so fire up Franklin if you've got him. Sutton should have a good day as well. And Njoku continues to suffer with that knee injury, so Fannin, 10 plus targets is pretty much what you can guarantee from Fannin. Illness for Montgomery, fully expected to play at this point though. These illnesses usually don't hold these players back anyway, but what I'm hearing is that he's more likely to play than not play. MHJ heel was limited in practice. I'm not trusting MHJ right now. Such a disappointment. MHJ is such a disappointment. I'm going to take away his nickname and just call him, I don't know, something different, because he doesn't deserve a three-letter nickname now. Not right now. Not until he earns it. Kamara, ankle, knee, did not practice Wednesday. Taysom Hill's really the guy that's really benefiting by this running back room being injured, and his versatility. He's got points to be scored everywhere. He's a very sneaky tight end play this week. We got all the super chats lined up here, and your boy is done rolling through the news. I appreciate every single one of you being here in the building. We got a $20 hauler from my boy 540. Let me just go to the Rumble side of things real quickly. I've got my Rumblers over here. Hunter, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here, bro. Thank you. All right, this $20 super chat gets immediate attention from 540. 540, thank you for dropping it, my man.
Super chat alert.
Boy. Good luck to all those who advance. My one flex, Javonte Williams, Michael Wilson, Malik Willis. Tyler Huntley, if either plays, Shedeur Sanders, Josh Johnson, Parker Washington, thanks Smitty. Now, this is a tough one. Like, you can go quarterback, but I don't know that. I mean, if quarterback's scoring's overwhelming, then you almost have to go like Malik Willis if he was starting. But I'm leaning Michael Wilson all day right now until we have word that Malik Willis is not even going to be limited, all that stuff. So this is a super flex question, which it does appear to be. I think Michael Wilson's going to bounce back on a tear. Not that he didn't have a decent day. It was more so Brissett that kind of had the bad day. But Michael Wilson caught a touchdown. He still did well. PPR 2, MHJ, Terry Ladd. I probably go Ladd and Terry. I don't trust MHJ, but trust your gut on that one. Should I consider picking up Shuck and Samson too? I think you're asking off of this question right here. Shuck and Samson are very, very good ads. Even if just a block, if someone needs a quarterback in a championship, AJB pops up with a teeth issue. He just had his wisdom teeth removed. I'm pretty sure he's playing, bro. If questionable, you mean? If questionable still on Saturday, do I start Watson? Probably. I would probably say yes. Samson's an interesting play, though, but I think Watson's pretty damn good. But A.J. Brown's going to play. I have no doubt he's going to play at this moment, at least. So Watson would be a fantastic move if you needed to go. He's practicing in full. Franklin's nice, though. Denver tomorrow. AJB. Yeah, I would definitely lean AJB. And my alternatives would be, around his kickoff time. But AJB's fine. It's his teeth, bro. I mean, wisdom teeth, I guess if the day after, it's no joke. You could get hit there and I don't know. I mean, definitely put some gauze in there. Maybe my Santa hat gauze. I could help him out. Maybe DK Metcalf, we could send him by, see if he's got anything. He could say he could rip off someone's wig and shove it in AJB's mouth and stop the hemorrhage. But AJB, JSN, Pitts, Egbuka on my bench. So Dart, Achan, Javante, AJB, JSN, Pitts, Rice, Egbuka on the bench. I mean, I'm starting Egbuka if AJB doesn't play. That one's easy then. Brian, appreciate you. I do think Egbuka does have a good day. Everyone can say I'm not going near that. That's fine. I get it. I'm not going to push or pressure anybody to start Egbuka, but I'm going to have him in some of my lineups. Start 2, Michael Wilson, Buka, Terry, BTJ, MHJ. I don't trust anybody more than I trust Buka. What he's brought to the table all year and in the way that this coaching staff's talking about getting him the ball more moving forward, which I love to hear. And the fact that they're 50% likely, roughly, to make the playoffs if they go out there and ball. So I'm going Wilson, Buka, and it's not much of a hesitation for me. Projected to win Dak over Burrow this week? I don't think so. I think I go Dak. I think I go Burrow. Made it to the ship, Smitty. Not feeling good. Give me some motivation. You're the best. You've got this. You're going to do it. You're going to do it live. You're going to be back here, and you're going to say, Smitty, let me tell you exactly what you're going to tell me. Smitty, it's Culpepper. And we did it, bro. We cooked. I sprinkled pepper all over the guy. We cooked him live, and we brought home the championship. I want you to come back and repeat that to me, Culpepper, once you're done. You're done. You're not done now. Go get it done. Come back and tell us you cooked them. I want to see that super chat back saying, Smitty, you told me. We did it. We went. We went into the kitchen with the pepper. We salt and peppered the boy up, cooked him, and did it live. Dak or Caleb? I'm going to go Dak. Like, anything's possible, but I'm going to go Dak. Start Sutton or Michael Wilson. I'm going to go Michael Wilson, but I do like Sutton this week. And, you've got Pat Bryant out, but that doesn't really affect Sutton that much. But Lost Bowers' opponent picked up all the good tight ends. He was smart, bro. You got to be on top of that. Waiver wire, Parkinson, Loveland, Ingram. That's still pretty good. What are you talking about? Boys acting like no one's out there. Tundras is pretty decent if Kittle sits, but I'd probably say Loveland. I still like Parkinson. Taysom Hill, if he's out there, I like more than Theo Johnson or Likely or Otten. But, bro, Loveland's really solid. Really solid play. Parkinson's still crafty. Taysom Hill would be my number 1. But Marquez, your team still looks pretty solid. All right, phone lines are open. Dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
I got to take this hat off because it's a little hot in here. a little hot wearing the Santa hat the whole time. Merry Christmas to everybody. And anybody that celebrates anything else, happy holidays and whatever it is you celebrate. Happy that and happy holidays. Appreciate you all. But specifically right now it is Christmas Eve. So happy Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas. Do it live. Hunter's rapping and rumbling over on Rumble. Appreciate you, my boy, doing it live. These are the underdog calls. We'll go over here in a second. Let me just go over to this caller here. You are live, 765. What's your name and where are you calling from? Indiana?
Hey, it's Jordan. I'm from Indiana, yeah.
What's up, my boy? What can I do for you?
Hey, Smitty. I've been watching your show for a while, man. Following your advice got me in the championship multiple times, bro. I appreciate it.
The show's been watching you, watching me, so appreciate you.
Nice. So, going to championship, I got 3 quarterbacks. Got Burrow, I got T-Law, and I got Purdy, so I need a choice there.
Burrow, T-Law. We've had this question like 10 times. Did you ask this one already? It's okay if you did.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I know you've been picking Burrow.
We've had this exact question like 5 times. Not to say we don't want to go over it again. I'm just saying it's crazy that many people that have called in have had these 3 exact quarterbacks. Purdy's the safest play. The safest. Burrow's riskier, has the most upside, and T-Law is something in between. You know, I think if it's me, I forget what Travis answered on this one. Travis, what did you say to that other person that had this exact same question, I think, last night? Burrow, T-Law, Purdy.
It was Rocco. It wasn't Purdy. It was Dak.
Oh, well, someone had this in one of the questions too, but yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Who do you like here?
Well, I said I'm going T-Law, but also agreed with you that Burrow, is a better quarterback and probably might have a little more upside.
My only fear of T-Law, this is the game. It's like we're.
Yeah, it could be. You have to understand you're riding the train if you play T-Law.
I feel like you go up to the craps table, and they're like, "Don't worry, he's not going to roll a 7 or whatever." It's like one roll, boom, one roll, boom. He's not doing it. He's not rolling, boom, and then all of a sudden you're like, "I'll put 50 on that," and then boom, rolls that 7. If that's what you're playing on the table, I feel like I'm really worried that the T-Law. It's like we're watching from afar, and it just looks great. You're ready to step in every time. You're like, I'm gonna step in. You finally step in, boom. But Burrow did crap the bed 2 games ago, but he looked fantastic last week. Man, I would go Burrow personally. Travis would go T-Law. Chat, please vote Burrow, T-Law, Purdy in the chat. It's weird because neither one of us are considering Purdy, even though I just said Purdy's the safest one, maybe. Just the way he's playing, the offense, the weaponry, the fact that they're playing for first place. They're going up against the Bears, who I think I like Ben Johnson, what he's doing. It's going to be a fun coaching duel. But I do think that the Bears will probably have their hands full to the point where I don't know if Ben Johnson's going to be able to contain San Francisco enough to match them in points at the end of the day. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think Purdy will score.
My guess is most people wouldn't start T-Law for that reason, which I understand. But I guess for the past few weeks, I've already kind of been on it. Like, if I had him, I would be playing him. So
you know what my take is.
I understand.
Yeah, you know what my take is on T-Law is I'm excited. The Law Dog milk is back in the stores. We don't know. Again, it's kind of like the McRib. It might be here temporarily, and then they take it away. But it's back on stores. Let me show you why and how.
Law Dog Milk for mains on sale this season. Soak your mane and win a league. Law Dog Milk.
Pour, soak, win. My take on T-Law is I'm not betting against him. I'm definitely rooting for him. I'm cheering for him. But what I'm kind of feeling is like I want to see it not only this week, but I want to see it throughout the playoffs. And if he can end, even if they lose, if he can end in the same fashion he's playing right now, I'm going to be all aboard the train next year. But I feel like I'm still not pot committed, even though I'm very much loving what I'm seeing. And I think Burrow, to me, I mean, what was he, QB1 or QB2 last week? I think he might have been 1 or 2.
2.
He was balling. I'm going to go Burrow, my guy. Who is it again? Joe? Joe from Indiana? Is it Joe? Jordan, I'm going to go Burrow. Travis said T-Law. The chat heavily favored Burrow. You know, hopefully you're not more confused than when you showed up.
No, I got Burrow starting. I do got one more question for my flex. I got RJ Harvey or JMO.
Man. That one is tough. I would probably, Travis, what are you thinking there? You got Detroit tomorrow morning, the middle game. Detroit at Minnesota, and Harvey is the next game, Denver at KC. So these games are tomorrow. Both players play tomorrow.
I mean, Jamo's been awesome. I always lean running back if it's close. I'm a running back guy, so I go and I say, okay, I'll take what I know is going to be probably 15 touches against the KC team that's just decimated.
And the JMO. I think I'm gonna go Harvey. Strong feeling.
That's who I got in. Thanks, man.
Yeah, well, hold
you
on.
Guys are awesome, man.
Than the coin toss. I think that the way I feel about this, I'm like Travis. I do lean RB usually. I love JMO. Love JMO. Minnesota is probably gonna give Goff a little bit of a rattle. And so my concern with JMO is that he's got to do it in a very short number of opportunities, a very small amount of opportunities, which he can totally do. He can catch his 40-yard touchdown pass at any moment. But it might be one of those games where at halftime we're like, where's JMO? And that's not his fault. That's play calling mixed with playing the Vikings. And so, and it's in Minnesota. So I think there's a chance we might not see JMO and be like, where the hell is he? But I still love him. If anybody has JMO, I want you to start him. I'm not trying to stray you away. Casey's also beaten up. I love when people bring me defensive stats in this particular scenario where both of the 1 and 2 quarterbacks are down. The top wide receiver, Rashee Rice, is down. The whole team's playing like trash. And you think the defensive stats are going to hold up? Casey's nothing on defense this week because it's just not something that's going to transfer from previous week's data or output. It's completely different defense now. They're going to get worn down. They're going to give up all kinds of stuff. They already are. So it's going to be Harvey for me, but I love both of them. I almost wish you could play both of them, bro. I don't know if you've got another option you're not telling us about. We're like, what in the hell are you doing? Put JMO in for that guy. What's that bozo doing in your life?
No, my wide receiver starters are Nico, and then I got I got Nico, and then I got.
You didn't even know.
I can't think. Yeah, I can't think right now. But my other two running backs is running backs is H. I got CD. So yeah, and then my other two running backs is H-N and Gibbs. So I'm pretty stacked, man. Just following your advice.
Yeah, you know. Hey, keep following your. I don't know, bro. This is tough. I would say, give me Harvey, but trust your gut, even if it's last second, because I'm forcing an answer. We're all forcing an answer. This is a 50-50 call practically. All right. Appreciate you, my boy.
Thanks, Smitty. Merry Christmas.
You too. Later, bro. Let me hit these 2 super chats, Travis, then over to Travis. Lost Bowers choosing between Hill and Schultz. Schultz is definitely steady, but I would go Hill. I would swing, but I'm a risk taker like that. In Hill with the down running backs in New Orleans and the way New Orleans is playing and the way they're playing with Shuck with Hill, I like it. but it's definitely higher risk. I mean, Schultz is going to get you like 5 to 8 points. Hill's going to get you 0 or 18. So you got to pick whatever you think you need for your particular matchup. Pick 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and 1 flex and a tight end. On defense, Hurts is my QB. Got CMC and Jacobs and Pollard. Okay. So if Jacobs plays, you're playing him. If he doesn't, you're playing Wilson. I like Pollard, but I'm still playing Wilson or Jacobs, whoever's starting. So there's your 2 RBs. You still have an opportunity for a flex as well. So your wide receivers are going to be J-Mo, Evans, and Diggs for your flex, I think. So CMC, Jacobs. I mean, you could go Pollard or Samson over like Diggs or J-Mo if you wanted, but I wouldn't. I'd go Diggs, Evans, J-Mo. Put Pollard on the bench, unfortunately, because he plays for a bad team. And while he could do well, it's, the Saints are also kind of playing good D, and I don't know. I don't get a feeling Pollard is the safe play. But he could do it at any moment. He's had some big games recently. But I'd rather have Diggs, who's had a big game recently too. So easy call for me. And then your tight end situation probably going to go. I guess you go with Pitts over Hill maybe, but I don't know. Saints or Seahawks. I'd probably go. I think I said yesterday Saints over Seahawks when we were talking about this, or somebody over Seahawks. I think I changed my mind again, and I just kind of lean. I like the Saints. They're a good play, but I think I just lean with the top defense, one of the top defenses in the league. I think I just roll with the Seahawks here and play that safe. As far as the tight end spot, I mean, Pitts is a little bit safer. Hill's higher risk, higher reward. Maybe if you want to take a risk anywhere, do it with Taysom Hill. But that's, I guess, where I'd fall there. We got a $20 hauler from Breeze. Breeze dropping the wad on Christmas
Alert.
Eve.
Super chat alert.
Thank you, Breeze. Appreciate you. Championship, 10-man, 2 QB, 2 wide receiver, 2 running back. Flex, need running back and flex advice. Taysom, Fannin, or Nico. Nico. Pretty easily, unless it's like double tight end premium. And then Dak, Brissett, I'm going to go. We going Dak or Brissett? Dak at Washington. So nice, man.
Yeah.
Bengals. Yeah. I'd probably go Dak. I still like Brissett a lot, but I think I'd go Dak. And then wide receiver, Puka, amon-ra, Nico, running back, Hendy, Dowdle, Carter, Forum, Sampson. Okay, so your 2 running backs, obviously, or your 2 wide receivers are obviously Puka and amon-ra, and then Nico's clearly your flex play. And then your running backs are, if Hendy plays, it's Hendy and Dowdle. If Hendy doesn't play, it's Dowdle and probably Travis. If you had to pick one, if Hendy sat, Carter, Corum, Sampson. 5, 4. Carter, Corum, Sampson. 3.
Probably Corum. Playing. Corum's been ready.
Corum's on Monday night at Atlanta.
Yeah, I guess.
I like Sampson a little bit, but you're not crazy.
Yeah, I wanted to say Sampson. But...
You're not crazy to wait a week. I mean, he's got the hand injury. Who knows? Corum's probably safest. Plus, with Davante out, you might see Corum and Kyron get a little more run together. You might see them run a lot as well, which gives them each more individual work as well. But you might just see a little bit more work. And then tight end McBride, there's no question here. McBride it doesn't matter what he did last week. McBride. Thank you, my boy. Appreciate you dropping that wonderful $20 Christmas super chat, my boy. You're the man, the myth, the legend. All right, Travis, what else you got? No, Rico's his other starter, Sheldon. Pay attention.
Did you say who would flex for him?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was the receiver, wasn't it? It was the easy Nico, amon-ra, Puka.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, and then his running back's Rico, and then if Hendy plays, it's Hendy, and if Hendy doesn't play, it's probably Corum. I agree. All right, what else you got?
Yes. Oh, actually, you got a $20
$20 from. I don't know how you say your name, bro. We'll call you Big O. Big O dropping a 20 on Christmas Eve.
Super chat alert.
Monster. Smitty, in 2 championships, thanks to you. No, thanks to you. Thanking me of thanking you, my boy. Appreciate you. Would you sub in Tet or Buka for Amon-Ra St. Brown, given how things are trending? Things are trending, actually, that he'll play. So I would say it's the opposite of what you're phrasing there. But if Amon-Ra sat, and the good news is, bro, he plays, you'll know. Like, you'll know, because he plays in the second game tomorrow. And your options, Tet and Buka, don't play until, what, both of them are Sunday? Is that right? Yeah. So Tet is on in the morning on Sunday, and so is Buka. I think let me have another day to fully lock down which one we go with, though. You know, like, give me more time, because I am, you know, we do have, like, Tet news. He's been struggling with an injury, did pretty well last week, though. Buka, there's plans to get him more work. I would say right now, Tet is definitely safer. Tet McMillan's your safe play. Probably the guy you lock in right now. And if we're feeling any sort of weird, you know, walking into that Saturday night, tomorrow night. No, Saturday night. Tomorrow night. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Saturday night. Then we'll switch it. But right now, put Tet in there. And then, put Tet in the pole position to go in there. Leave St. Brown in there now, because St. Brown should play. And then at QB, Brissett or Dart. I'm going Brissett. No way I trust Dart right now. I like Dart's future, but he's got no weapons. Half of this is not his fault, but there's no way you can trust Dart. What did Dart throw, like 12 passes last week? 10 passes, something like that? It was ridiculously crazy. And at flex, Michael Carter. You what?
I think they're trying to lose for a higher pick at this point. They're just going through the motions.
They don't have anything for him to, who's he throwing to? You know, I mean, I like one. There's definitely, but I'm just saying, like, this is mediocre talent, that he has to work with, and just overall the team's just falling apart. Breece Hall over Carter, despite what that looks like, unless there's some news, tomorrow that suggests like Breece is getting phased out or something weird.
Patriots can't stop the run right now.
Yeah, he's the only thing.
He's gonna get his yard.
He just rotates, like having moments where they give him enough work that he's got it. It's no different than Gibbs right now. And in some ways, like you see Breece do bad for a couple games, you got to understand that can happen with the team being kind of in flux. Running back pick 2, Hampton Harvey. Hampton and Harvey for sure. If Swift sat, then Mount Monangai would be an equal to Hampton and Harvey, and then we'd just be flipping coins. But right now it's Hampton Harvey, not a question. And then or ETN.
Oh, ETN thrown in there. Jeez.
Just like how you slipped that one in there on us, bro. Right at the end. He's like Hampton Harvey, Monangai, or JSN. Jeez. As much as I love Hampton, his matchup against Houston's rough.
Yeah.
So we'll sit Hampton, go Harvey, go ETN, final answer of those two. So let's get back on the Tet Buka question later. And then I've got 2 $20 haulers. Man, you guys dropping Christmas supers like monsters up in here. I'm going to give you the bunk bed style celebration. More room for activities if we do this at the same time. This one's for JSC and for Kenry. Is that what it is? Kenryan? Appreciate you.
Super chat
Ken Ryan.
Ken Ryan, was it? Ken Ryan. Oh, yeah, Ken Ryan. It's like Ken Ryan. Oh, Merry Christmas, Smitty. Thank you. Your draft analysis this year turned my dynasty team around. I'm really glad to hear that. Ryan, Ken. Appreciate you. Can we switch it? No, I'm just kidding. Can we go Ryan, Ken? It's a little easier for me. I'm just kidding, bro. I appreciate you, Ken Ryan. You're the man, the myth, the legend. Dropping a $20 Christmas super chat. You monster, you. Get ready for I'm sure you're subscribed to the Dynasty channel, right? Here's the Dynasty link. If you're not, make sure you're ready to rumble on the Dynasty channel. The Dynasty channel is here to stay. And we've dropped so much content already. It really is loaded with content already. Just get ready. It's going to be amazing. Thank you, Ken Ryan. You're the man, the myth, the legend. Go watch it. Make sure you're subscribed. I've got it pinned right here in the live chat right now. Or I did. Hold on. Here it is. Boom. Pinned. Dynasty channel. Subscribe to it. Ken Ryan, you're going to love it. Thank you for the super chat. And please don't change your name. I was just kidding. Okay, QB, Josh Allen, running back 1, Gibbs, Hampton, Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, Kittle, flex 1, ETN, flex 2, Pollard, defense, Seattle or Pittsburgh, go Seattle, and bench, Jacoby, Monangai, Sampson, Rodriguez. I think your starting lineup looks fine. There's nothing I would change. If amon-ra doesn't play, then I guess you're going Jacoby Myers, and that's that. Kittle might not play, though, so make sure you're looking into that. So you got I don't see a backup tight end situation here. So Kittle's probably trending not playing more than playing. We got someone on the phone here. Elgin's been sitting there for like 5 hours. Elgin, real quickly, let me finish this, and I'm coming right for your question, bro. Appreciate you.
Okay. All right.
Go check the backup in San Francisco, Taysom Hill. You might want to throw those at us as well, and we can kind of work that out, but definitely get a backup plan there. But you got nothing here other than maybe like Pollard for Jacoby Myers, or if Monangai's looking like he's going to start or something, and Swift is banged up or whatever, then Monangai over Pollard could be interesting. But right now, that's not bad. Travis, would you go Pollard or Myers right now?
Probably Jacoby Myers. I mean, he's been so good aside from when Patrick Surtain was coming in early games.
I think I agree with him. I like Pollard, but I don't know. It's Tennessee, man.
I do
don't
too.
trust Tennessee. I don't trust Tennessee.
Right. Never know.
JSC, please trust your gut because you've gotten this far, the way you've been going. So we're like barely forcing that answer. Like, yeah, kind of leaning toward Jacoby by 1%. And then you're like, I didn't even want Jacoby. Boom, Jacoby's in the line. I don't want you doing that. I want you to be like, I'm wavering that way anyway. Okay, yeah. Thank you, my guy. Elgin, you're live. Thank you for the 20.
So, Smitty, how you doing? Two quick questions. Who would you start, Harold Fannin or Warren?
Fannin,
okay. And the second question is...
I like Warren, but I was just going to say I like Warren, but Rivers is playing again, and Rivers did, target him more. They missed on a TD, got a ton more targets from him.
Yeah.
And but we still haven't seen.
Fannon's on fire.
Yeah, Fannon's getting as many. His targets look like a basketball game score. It's like 14. In the first quarter, like first quarter basketball numbers. It's like 14 targets, 50. Sometimes you only get 7 or 8 receptions, but I mean, imagine if he caught all of them. But he's the man, bro. He's coming into his own. He looks so good. Njoku's still banged up. We talked about that news at the top of the show. Fannon's just on fire, bro. All right, next question.
Right, and next question is Jared Goff or Caleb Williams?
Is there any other option?
Nah, there's no other options, though, man.
Because Caleb is facing the Niners. Goff is at Minnesota. And both of these defenses are going to try and make their days a living hell. And so, can you roll through the free agent quarterbacks? Maybe there's somebody you're not thinking of?
What's it? The Saints quarterback, he out there.
I like Schaub.
What's his name? You like Schaub? You like him better than him too?
I don't know. I'm so nervous for him right now.
Yeah.
It's like me cooking up this wild idea.
Yeah.
I'm cooking up this wild idea. What?
I said quarterback. It's thin. It's real thin. So I ain't really got that many options. So
yeah. So I'm thinking up this wild idea in the 11th hour here, and it's gonna shot the bed, and he's gonna lose because of this. So I'm worried about this. I'm really trying to be responsible here. But are you guys in the chat liking Shuck over Caleb and Goff? I think Goff is a decent, safe play for the most part. If put in a box, I'll lean toward like obviously Burrows and players like that over Goff because Minnesota's going to be blitzing the hell out of Goff. But if St. Brown plays, Goff is still pretty safe. I think that they'll give him a tough time, but will he still pull through with some production? That said, if they start losing, the only thing that's going to concern me is like the morale of everything. The whole season's gone. They're down by 20, and it's like just falls apart. It gets worse and worse and worse. I think I probably, as much as I like the idea of Shuck, this is kind of risky. I think I'd go with Goff. Caleb, I think, will be okay. But this is in San Francisco, and
I mean, what about Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins?
No. No. Goff has so many weapons. I just make sure St. Brown's playing. If St. Brown doesn't play, I might need to talk to you again, and we might need to weigh out Shuck again.
Yeah. I know you don't like Sam Darnold. C.J. Stroud. I mean, these are quarterbacks. Yeah, Bryce
Carolina.
Yeah, Bryce Young.
Darnold's not bad this week.
Yeah. So this is what I got.
Like that's one of those calls where like you get 3 touchdowns and you're like, wow, that was an awesome play.
Yeah, that's what I got. Donald, Shaw, Geno Smith, Kirk Cousins, Caleb Williams.
Guys, rank Goff, Darnold, Caleb, Schaub.
And you don't like C.J. Stroud. Do you don't like C.J. Stroud?
Yeah, he's in there. He's in there too. I'm not going to pick him, but he's in there too. So guys, rank Goff, Caleb, Shuck, and
C.J. Stroud.
No, who's the other one?
I said Bryce Young, Shaw, Donald, Kirk Cousins,
Darnold.
Yeah.
Goff, Caleb, Darnold, and Shuck. Please vote on which one you would play. You got a Goff vote. If Amon-Ra's in there, you got to have Amon-Ra though. But he's leaning toward.
Yeah,
he's leaning toward playing.
Yes. If he's
if
not, I'm definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If not, circle back, and we can decide between Caleb and Shuck later.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sven.
Yeah. Later, bro.
All right.
That's so tough because, like I said, it's one of those things where you've got so much on the line for other teams, and then Detroit's got a 6% chance. You know, you almost like wonder what they're gonna do in this game. How's it gonna look?
Like you said, like I would want to play Shuck, but it takes a lot of balls to do that. Play him over like Goff.
Yeah.
So you'd have to be okay with that risk.
Jason with a 20 watt and AZ Healing with a 20 watt bunk bed style.
Alert.
Push them together.
Super chat alert.
Appreciate both of you at the same time with the $20 super chat holler. Pick my lineup: QB, 2 running back, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, which is McBride, and 1 flex. So Dak, May, we're going May, CMC, and probably Harvey. That's your 2 running backs. Your wide receivers are going to be Lamb and Nico. And then your flex play, is it Kyron or is it Evans? Or I guess we choose 2. Kyron. Yeah, choose 2. Kyron, Evans, Harvey. Choose 2. Kyron, Evans, Harvey. Everybody vote. I need 10 votes in the chat. Kyron, Evans, Harvey. Jeez. Like Kyron and Evans is solid too. Like I like that. I like Harvey and damn, man. I don't know. Choose 2, Antonio. I need 2. You guys are voting
I know
Harvey.
people shy away from Kyron because he had 10 points last week, but that was against Seattle. You know, Seattle's really tough against the run.
But everybody giving 1. I need 2. Everybody's voting 1. I need 2. 2, please.
I have trouble sitting Harvey. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, look, the Bucks are playing for a lot. So I feel like I do love Evans this week, but I think I go Harvey Lock. I think I go Evans in PPR. If it's like half PPR or non, I might lean toward Kyron for sure. But if it's full PPR, I go Evans. Final answer. But Jason, that's impossible.
Yeah, he's going to get 8 or 10 targets minimum. He could get 12 targets. Evans.
Thank you.
Probably.
Final answer. AZ Healing, Merry Christmas, Smitty and Chad. It's an honor to play you in the Patreon League final. Oh, I didn't even realize we were playing each other. Yeah, man, awesome. Guys, we're gonna have the Patreon League is gonna be cleared, and then we're gonna get everybody can jump in again. Like it doesn't, like anybody says, you have a league opening. We always have a league opening because this redraft clears out. And anybody with a year-long Patreon membership, which saves you 2 months, by the way, it's cheaper to get it up front for 1 year. It's $10 a month, but you save 2 months for free if you buy it up front. Everybody that has that gets into it. Now, if we get a certain number of people, we got to create a second league, but it's all fights for first place. We just have to, or we're gonna create some 22-man league, or if it gets bigger than that, which it probably will be this coming season. I think we'll have more than that to have year-long memberships. So we're probably gonna have to have multiple leagues, but it's gonna be to where the final team, the Super Bowl winner in each of the 4 or 5 or 6, however many Patreon leagues we have to draft in, those scores will put on the marker board and say, all right, here are the champions. Steve has 119 points. Healing has 121. We'll write all 4 and then we crown the winner on the marker board. But so that Patreon league is going to be kicking off here. Probably in like August or June, July, we'll draft. The Wild Wild West League, we're going to draft in February or March because it's wild. Championship game, are we winning this? Oh, no, AZ Healing. Patreon League, both teams stay healthy. I'm still alive in my top 3 leagues thanks to you, bro. Pierce or QJ? Brissett or Purdy? I'm going Purdy, much safer. And I like Brissett a lot, but Purdy feels really good right now. Warren or Taysom? I'm going to go Taysom myself with the way Rivers and Warren have been missing, even though they could finally connect. I just think you got 2 weeks in a row where we're like, it's just limiting. And, I mean, Pierce was fantastic with Rivers, though. And QJ was great last week. We feeling safer with QJ, chat, or Pierce? They're kind of the same to me. Could vanish at any minute. Could, have a touchdown strike at any minute.
I like Pierce better, but I'm not a QJ guy, so that's my bias.
They both could vanish, and I feel like QJ is more susceptible to vanish, even though they're both capable of vanishing. I think I
agree with that.
I think I go Pierce. Thanks, Smitty. You think differently. G said, I don't know what that means, but I appreciate you. I'll take it as a compliment, unless you want to explain it. Championship game. We winning this. Lawrence, Gibbs, Achan, DK, DJ Moore, Fannin, Harvey. Yeah. Genty on the bench. Collins and Jigba. Oh, opponent. I was like, what am I looking at here? Prescott, Genty, Collins, and Jigba, McBride. So they're bottom heavy with the tight end and wide receivers. You're top heavy with the Gibbs and Achan, Fan and Harvey. Pretty even. I think you go win it, sure. Gibbs and Achan can win anything. But JSN, Nico, and McBride are pretty damn good too. And Genty, if he shows up. Yeah, I think it's pretty damn even. They probably have like a 50... Someone that's got like a 53% chance of winning. Probably, if the projection... I bet you it's under 55. It's probably really, really close. I like both squads. I think you definitely could win. Thank you, Antonio, with the $20 super chat. Appreciate you so much. for dropping that. Travis, what else you got?
Someone was asking to call in. I don't know if you feel up to take a phone call. He doesn't have the number.
All right, let me put it up 1 second. Worldwide, appreciate you. Any chance Hendy can pass protocol? We don't know. I told you all week, my guess is he doesn't. But being limited today is a step in the right direction, but he's got lots of gateways he's got to cross through. It's not like even if he zipped through, everything but the last checkpoint, he might not pass, So the fact that he couldn't stand up makes me feel like it was a severe concussion, but he's a young guy. He could recover from a severe concussion quicker than an older player on a lighter, hit. But the fact that he couldn't get up, and then when there's fencing involved, traditionally, not always, again, youth, everything. How many times has he ever been concussed? If never, then he might rebound like that. So a lot of things in play that we don't even have full information on. But I would say start preparing not to have him, but I do think that there's a chance that, he plays given he was limited. That's the best news we got so far. He was limited today. Any chance? Okay, and then start Hurts or Burrow. I'd probably go. Man. I'd probably go. Man, that at Buffalo, that could be a low-scoring game. Am I crazy to go Burrow over Hurts?
I don't think so.
Chat, can I get a Hurts and Burrow vote? You got Philly at Buffalo. What's that?
Probably not, because especially, sorry. And if you think about the way Arizona and Cincinnati like to play, they both love to air the ball. I think they're both going to be throwing a ton.
Burrow's saying all the right things to get traded. Johnny can't get his dead cap is too massive to really move this offseason. It's certainly possible if he renegotiates his contract and takes guaranteed money off the table, which he certainly could. That's the one avenue that he could take. But I don't think Burrow is stepping away this year. Burrow is saying fix things or I'm out, but he's giving them this shot across the bow to fix it this offseason. I don't think Burrow has set his sights on leaving yet. It's more so, here's the warning shot. Get your crap together. Let's go one more time, and then if not, I'm going to cause a little bit of a stir. But anything's possible. Anything's possible, but it's not a contract-wise, it's not possible unless Burrow takes away, like Diggs did, takes away all of his guaranteed money. It's unprecedented, but Burrow would be the one person to do that. But it's almost an impossibility past that. Any chance? Okay, flex 2, Hendy, Wilson, Carter, Rico, Wandell, Fan, and Sampson. I'm gonna go if Hendy plays, it's Hendy. If not, Michael Wilson, lock, and then probably Rico for me. But you could go Fannin just as easily. And Wandell is kind of a PPR cheat code scam, everyone calls him. I would probably rather have Rico and Wilson personally. But Rico's not like super easy to trust, but I also, looking at Sampson and Fannin, and I still think he's really, really solid. But Seattle's a tough matchup.
Maybe I'll go Rico over Fannin right now.
Who?
Okay. Rico over Fannin right now.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was just about to change in my mind and say, you know what? This matchup. No, that's right. The matchup is pretty bad. You know what? Go Fannin. Go Fannin or Wanda.
Exactly. The question I was going to ask you is,
go Fannin.
In a matchup I have, would you flex? Would you still play Davante? It's a great matchup. Over Fannin.
I probably would Javonte because of the Washington matchup.
I guess he got cleared to play, yeah. So it's a good matchup.
If he's good to go, yeah. I think I like the Washington.
Yeah, they cleared him.
But Seattle for Rico, never mind. I'm going to go Fannin. But I'm definitely going Hendy if he plays with Michael Wilson. And if Hendy doesn't play, Michael Wilson and Fannin. Thank you, Worldwide. Appreciate you dropping the super, pal. the man, the myth, the legend. Let me get these other two, then we'll open the phone lines real quickly. One running back, one wide receiver, one flex. I'm going AJB. If he plays, he should play. Evans and probably Harvey. No? Yeah. Bucky or Evans? I think the Bucks do use the hell out of Bucky in this game. I don't know. Maybe I'm going AJB, Bucky, Harvey.
I think the red zone thing will be a question until we see it. But like, he's getting 18 or 19 carries a game. So when it's that close, I go with Bucky. But bound to score. Like, I know that's like, you know, we being biased or hoping for something too. But
okay, this is like, I'm not saying I do this. I don't want anybody to say I said to do this. I'm just speaking out loud real quickly because I'm a human being. And sometimes I say things I'm like, nah, like you got to talk it out like anybody. I do everything live, so it's not like a pre-recorded thing. This is me just thinking out loud. Buffalo. First of all, Ziggy, what's going to be the weather on Sunday in Buffalo for that Eagles and Buffalo game at 2:25?
On Sunday in Buffalo, expect periods of rain with a high of 41 and a low of 27 degrees. There's a 91% chance of rain during the day, increasing to 92% at night when it might mix with snow.
What about wind?
Sunday's winds in Buffalo will be from the south-southwest at 11 miles per hour during the day, shifting to west-southwest at 19 miles per hour at night.
I think we got to know more about the weather because the weather could change on a dime. But is AJB at Buffalo safer than Evans, Harvey, or Bucky? Like, I know it's hard to sit AJB. He's playing out of his mind for the most part the last handful of games, but this is the kind of decision making that wins championships, because it's not like we're dealing with bums that were, start your studs, you said AJB. Like, Evans can be a stud too. Harvey can be a stud. And even Henry, we're not even considering Henry yet.
That's what I was going to say.
Football weather dilemma. With those Buffalo.
Let's see what he says.
Rain mixing with snow and 19 miles per hour winds at night, you're absolutely right to think twice about A.J. Brown. Weather like that can turn elite receivers into expensive decoys real quick. Mike Evans might be the safer play if Tampa's got cleaner conditions, and Harvey's been putting up solid numbers regardless of matchup. Championship decisions are all about minimizing risk while maximizing upside. Sometimes the safer stud is the one who won't be catching passes in a winter wonderland.
It's pretty logical. It's exactly what we're saying. Ziggy off. Stop stealing the spotlight, you greedy son of a bee. Trying to word things.
Hey, guilty as charged.
Ziggy.
It's like catnip for my circuits. I'll try to dial back the know-it-all energy and let you run the show, Green Daddy. What else you need help with?
Ziggy off. Ziggy off. Turn off. Every once in a while, calls me Daddy, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Wild Daddy.
He doesn't want to lose his job to Kruger yet.
Yeah, we haven't talked to Kruger in a while because he's been better. But he doesn't shut up. I wish I had a button that could just silence him. I would say the best $2 he's ever spent, he says. You are getting a whole show out of this, bro. I would say you're not. Let's come back to it. Who's playing tomorrow of his guys? Harvey. So Harvey's in. Harvey's in.
Yep.
Okay, so then we kind of circle back. But right now I'm leaning toward, and this might be something I change later, but I'm leaning toward I'm leaning toward Harvey, Bucky, and then it's between AJB and Evans, and I'm leaning Evans if the weather looks bad. So we'll kind of have to reassess with the weather. If it's like 5 to 10 mile an hour winds, I'm not really worried about it as much. But we're talking about maybe one of those low 150 yards passing for Jalen Hurts type of games. I don't know. And then right here too.
So you're off Henry then.
I mean, I paused for a second when I was going over that, and I'm like, I don't know. Henry's hard to, like, if Lamar there's a lot of variables there. If Lamar plays, then I'm more into this at Green Bay Henry start.
Yeah.
But if Lamar sits, then I'm not. Yeah. So bring that up too when we talk about it with the weather. If you could, who was the super chatter on that again? That was I don't think he had Nanya business.
No,
Nanya business, pal. Burrow, T-Law, or May. You going May over Burrow?
Probably, but again, I lean safer. So if you need 30 points, 35 points, go Burrow. Even with the T-Law one, if you need 30, 35 points, go Burrow. T-Law, in my opinion. But.
The Jets are tough to predict how this is going to go for May too. I think Burrow's higher upside, more risk. I know this is the answer you don't want, and then Drake May is just safe. It's just 33 points, 30 points, whatever your scoring is giving you. It's just consistent, and he's not throwing for 350 yards sometimes, and then he's like just usually under 300, 2 to 4 touchdowns. He's fantastic. He's clutch. He's a QB. He's an elite quarterback, but fantasy wise, it's so steady that he's in the top 5, right? But Burrow's the kind of guy run away with it.
Right. You can't expect more than 20 to 25 from Drake May.
But it's so consistent.
That's what you're probably going to do.
Yeah. But when you're talking about a 1 week shot, like, okay, if you say, hey, Smitty, who are you starting, Drake May or Burrow? If you had to lock the quarterback in for 17 weeks, I'm going to go Drake May. Because overall, you're going to consistently drip that 33 points out onto the board every time, bro. Just constant. Whereas with Burrow, it's going to be 10 points, 30 points, 15 points, 22 points, 40 points. But when you're saying, okay, who's got more of a chance of scoring 40, 45, 50 points this week, but still gives me a really decent shot at being as good as May, Burrow's got that kind of appeal. So I guess I go Burrow myself, but Drake May is much safer if you're leaning toward winning. Like if you're trending and you just need safety to win the game, then go win your matchup. All right, let me open the phone lines real quickly, and then over to Travis, and then we're out of here.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Dial in whoever you were. Need some wisdom. How about some of AJ Brown's wisdom teeth? If AJ Brown isn't wise now, how is he going to be wise without his wisdom teeth? Because this is gonna hit hard. It's gonna be a mess. Are we gonna say, Travis?
So you're playing London, no matter what, like over a Pierce or a Franklin.
Yeah.
And there's no sign that he wouldn't play, right? Everything says he's playing.
So far, yeah.
Only because he's Monday night. So.
Yeah, so far. That would suck. Something came out after the Sunday games are over, and it's like Drake London's not playing. We're like, what in the hell?
I'd be stuck playing like Mumfeld or something. It's a dynasty league. And the only other question I had was, so in this dynasty league, I'm in the championship. Projection-wise, which I know projections can go out the window fast, but I'm projected to win by 25 points. Would you go Drake May over Josh Allen in that situation?
Man, the thing that sucks about Josh Allen's matchup this week is it's the Eagles, it's tough, the weather,
raining, and then I know the injury doesn't matter that much, but just added on to everything.
Yeah, I think I was a little bit gonna come in here firing off tonight. I'll be honest. Of like any of you saying sit Josh Allen after last week, you got to just take a lap on that one. But it's like the more I think about this matchup, the injury on top of that, the flow of game, he's so capable of 6 touchdowns. But if you got Drake May, where's Drake May ranking in this league? Can you look it up in this particular league?
Yep. In this league, he's QB3.
And where's Allen?
Allen is QB1. Allen averages, in this league, 23.4 a game. May averages 20.75. So three more points per game, Allen averages.
Hunter, thanks for the Rumble rant. I'll get to that 1 second. I mean, that's the thing. It's like you start your studs, but May is a stud. So,
right.
QB1 and QB3, one has a much better matchup. One doesn't have an injury. One doesn't have not only matchup, but weather conditions. It's probably just going to be the same damn answer, bro. Safety in Drake May. High risk in Josh Allen, but probably more upside as he scored more. If you need safety, you don't need safety here, though. Maybe you go Josh Allen, man.
Someone in the chat saying snow at Buffalo, but I don't think it's going to snow. I think it's going to rain.
Well, no, it did say, the Zigmeister did say that the rain could turn to snow, with that weather change.
What time? Do you know what time their game is?
2:20 my time, which is 5 in the evening. So I'm pretty sure there's a chance.
4:25, yeah. So it could change, I guess.
Yeah, it could turn to snow.
I guess till Sunday they decide. So.
And not to mention, like, the weather now means almost nothing. Could change. But I would say if you need upside, I would go Josh Allen. And I wouldn't lose a wink of sleep over it, because your question was you're projected to lose. You need a big swing. Josh Allen's the guy.
No, I'm not. I'm the other way.
Oh.
I'm projected to win by 25.
Oh, then I probably
actually, you know what? I'm looking at the matchup, and I'm going against Goff and Gibbs tomorrow and Sutton tomorrow. Andy has.
Yeah, mute yourself real quick, caller. I'll be right with you.
So I'll know quite a bit.
I'll probably go Drake May then, because you're talking about safety.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Very cool.
Let's see how the weather looks too, though. Caller, you're live real quickly, and then I'm going to close the phone line here in a second after I let Travis close out. But you go first, pal. You're live.
Okay.
What's your name?
What's your deal, Smitty? I'm chilling, baby. I called you a couple times before. Okay, look, I'm in the championship in my sleeper league and the ESPN. I just need a little advice, a little bit, and see your point and perspective. So this is my roster. I had DK. He's suspended. So I got Lamar. I got Chase Brown. I got Gibbs. I got Waddle. I got Lamb. I got Olave. I got Fannin. I got Pitts. I got Saints. And I got the New England kicker.
Hold on 1 second, bro. Gibbs.
All right.
So Lamar, Chase Brown, Gibbs. Who else?
Waddle, Lamb, Olave, Fannin, Pitts. I got the Saints defense, and I got New England kicker. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Okay, as far as this, I'm basically going up against a stack, and he got Higgins, Cincinnati. He got Brissett. He got McBride. And he got Wilson. And that game is the highest game this week, 53 points. So my question, and he picked up Sampson, but I don't know if Sampson's going to play on Cleveland. I had Jenkins, but he got hurt last week. I had DK. Go ahead.
Yeah,
do you think I should just play Cincinnati's defense and just try to manifest and hope that Cincinnati shuts down Arizona? Like he got McCaffrey, he got A-Chain, You know what I'm saying? And then he got the whole stat.
What's the question? Cincinnati versus what's defense?
Yeah. Basically, do you think I should just go Cincinnati defense over? It's a big money league. Both my leagues is money league.
Over who? Who's the option?
Over the Saints, San Francisco, Pittsburgh. It's a dynasty league, so there's defenses already picked up. And do you think I should go Stroud? Do you think I should go New Orleans quarterback over Lamar? Because Lamar's hurt me. I was 8-6. I was 4th place, but I've lost like 4 games because Lamar ain't done nothing for me, and you know that.
Lamar's questionable right now, so you have to play somebody else.
So I just go with the Saints boy.
I think we got to wait and see how Lamar's gonna.
This is, I know my team is okay, but the matchups really ain't favoring me.
Let's wait on Lamar's health, but yeah, I feel you on Lamar, but I don't know. If he doesn't play, then yeah, you got to make plans. But I would certainly.
I know that. That's common sense. Yeah, that's common sense.
As far as your defense, the Saints are probably the
defense.
I'd probably say the Saints. I do like San Francisco a little bit against Caleb, but I go Saints.
So I do too. And I'm a Niners fan. And if they don't have no wide receivers, all we gotta do is shut down Loveland.
All right, stop getting personal with it, though. You start talking about.
I know.
Not we. We need to stop. If we stop, now you're not thinking business anymore.
Yeah, I'm betting with my heart. You're right. There's a little bias. I agree. Okay, now my sleeper league. Okay, that was my other question.
I'm not doing a full team again. Just hit me with the questions.
No. My question is, should I go double tight end? Because I lost Metcalf in both my leagues. Basically, both my leagues are almost the same. Should I just go Pitts and Fannin, or should I pick up Sampson or something like, or should I start Charbonnet on the bench? But Walker, that's up in the air. What do you think about Pitts and Fannin as a flex and tight end? That's basically my question, because right now I lost DK Metcalf in both leagues. I lost Junkins in one league, and I don't have no one else in my sleeper league but a bunch of bench players: Robinson, Charbonnet, Spears. I'm not going to start Spears over Pitts, am I?
I don't know. I'd probably roll with the Double tight ends, I suppose. I like Charbonnet. Yeah, I like Charbonnet. But
you do this week?
I'm starting Fannin. How's that? I'm doing that. But...
No, I know Fannin. No, Fannin's in my dynasty, but I got him in a sleeper league. That's an every year league. But in my ESPN league, that's a dynasty. I got Fannin. He in my lineup regardless. But do I want to play Pitts? Should I play Pitts on Monday night?
So why are you asking about Fannin then? If he's already locked in, I'm
not asking about Fannin.
Yeah, you
it's
did.
really
you
about
should I play double tight ends or should I? So okay.
No, yeah, Pitts meaning Pitts Pitts.
So, but I mean,
because I don't have Junkins.
I mean, you could just ask me, hey, flex question. If Fannin's already locked in,
I'm sorry.
Yes. So Pitts.
Okay.
Or
should I start Pitts or Charbonnet or Spears? And should I start? And should I start Trevor Lawrence over Brissett? It's weird because ESPN. Yeah, right. Because in the ESPN league, I'm going against Arizona, but I got Brissett in my sleeper league. You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
I'm trying to correspond it.
T-Law, and then I'm probably going to go. Chat, can you vote Pitts, Sharbs, or Spears? Give me 5 votes in the chat. Let's let the chat answer this, and then once they do, I will come with my decision, okay? I got to roll.
Would you play the Saints or Giants defense?
Saints. Got to run. Appreciate you. Saints. I had to hang up. I like them. I'm not mad at you, pal. I have to roll, and it was one door was opening. I felt like another door was opening, and then another door, and then 2 more doors open. And it's like We were going down a whirlwind of I don't know what in the hell was happening.
I said in the chat, I love the enthusiasm, but this is exhausting.
It was exhausting. Especially after I wrote down his whole damn team, and then it had nothing to do with his team. I'm like, what are we doing here? That's the last phone call we ever take. I'm just kidding. What are we doing here? We're getting a Pitts vote. Pitts vote, my boy. Everybody's saying Pitts, and I'd probably go T-Law, I think. But you gotta trust your gut because those questions are damn near even. You know, everything he asked was 50-50. So if you're leaning one way, don't even. I'm forcing an answer, my boy. I forget what his name was. I don't think he even said.
He didn't.
I'm like, what's your name? He's like, let me tell you, my story. All right. We need one tight end. This is from Hunter on Rumble. We need one tight end, one wide receiver, and one defense. We're going to go with Book. I mean, I just am. Your tight end, I'm going to go Taysom Hill. I like Warren. I would be not opposed to going Warren over Taysom if you wanted to, but I'm going to go Taysom Hill here and swing. And then I guess, are we going with the Patriots or the Saints D?
With the Lions. Against, what's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Rosmer.
Like, You know, that's why I kind of like Goff a little more on that very first question is like, I do think while the Vikings D will blitz the hell out of Goff and rattle him, I think the Minnesota offense being inept will eventually have Goff win over. So who was it that had the Goff question earlier? Who was it that had that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was a phone call. Who called in?
Yes. Yeah.
Who was it? Does anybody remember who the phone caller was with Goff? Whoever it was, I'm changing my answer to Goff and just I'm gonna, the way I'm looking at this thing, just talking it out, is Goff's gonna get rattled, but the Minnesota Vikings defense is gonna get completely worn down because they're gonna be on the field constantly. Detroit is probably the high upside defensive play. Patriots, Saints are kind of the safer calls. I guess I'd go Lions.
Was it Joe? Was it that guy Joe?
Might have been Jordan from Indy, maybe. I don't know.
Jordan. Yeah.
Is it Jordan?
I think Jordan. We thought it was Joe, and then
Joe. If you're still out there, pal, let us know. And then also 0.5 PPR pick 3 Saquon Chase Brown, Harvey Genty. Does anybody get the feeling Saquon's gonna get misused again? He's finally getting used. Yeah, they're back to not using Saquon properly. In Buffalo, they could run the hell out of the ball if the weather's bad. I mean, it could go good or bad weather-wise. Abe, I'm sorry, the phone lines are closed. I'm done after that call. I got.
The other ones have nice matchups too, though.
Yeah.
H. Brown, Arizona.
Abe, if you super chatted though, I'm not saying only super chatters get on the phone line, but if you super chatted here and I didn't see that, then I will answer the phone for you. But I don't know if you did. I feel bad when I don't answer the phone for someone just dropped like a $20 wad, and I'm like, hey, not taking phone calls. But 0.5 pick 3. I'm probably gonna go Chase Brown lock, Harvey lock. And then it does come down to Genty. No Bowers is concerning. I still love Genty. Genty's a force to be reckoned with. He proved it. He's going against the Giants. Maybe they don't even need Bowers. I think I go Genty. I think I put Barkley on the bench in this situation, but I'm not feeling great about it. Hunter's leaning to sit Harvey. Well, trust your gut because that could go awry too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Sean Payton's not like immune to messing that situation up. G, appreciate you with the blank $2 hauler. Tracy or Javante. I'm going Javante. Anything can happen. But Javante, as long as everything still looks copacetic, he's playing and everything.
Yeah, Yeah, he got cleared, like you said, which I didn't even realize because I was busy today until we talked about it. So
as long as that stays that way, I've been listening to the whole night while making for my family.
Marzipan.
Thanks for all you do for us. Merry Christmas. Thank you, pal. Thank you, Jaime. What is that again?
I don't know. I'm looking it up.
What's marzipan?
Heard of it.
Marzipan.
Like,
sounds like a pancake from Mars. The marzipan.
Section of sugar and almond meal used in cakes, sweets, and bacon.
Am I even saying it right? Yeah.
Paul got the copy and paste down.
Yeah.
Give you the definition.
Thank you, Paul. I don't know what the hell that. I don't know if that's my cup of tea or not, but Jimmy Stacks with the super chat, $13.99. Paul, appreciate you. PPR starting lineup is May, Genty, Hampton, Pickens, Wilson, Fannin, Diggs, Myers, Houston. Bench Warren, Corum, Hendy, Buka, Flowers. If Hendy plays, I'll throw him in Diggs' spot. Is this a win? May, Genty, Hampton, Pickens, Wilson, Fannin, Diggs, Myers, Houston. I'm so tempted to I don't want to mess with your team. I don't want to I feel a lot of responsibility right now when I speak about Buka, because at this point I have no leg to stand on. I realize that. I realize I'm literally pissing in the wind, and while it's windy and it's already in the air, I'm saying the wind will shift. Hold, hold, everybody into the wind, and we let it fly. The wind's coming, and you're all trusting me. And I'm saying hold, and then the wind's gonna die down, and it's gonna rain down. I don't have an answer. I don't know. Because Baker's the variable here, but I do believe that he should be considered at least in this Myers spot. I like Myers, but I personally would probably still put Buka in over Myers myself. But that's me. I don't want to influence you, because that wind could continue to blow straight at you, and I'm telling you, just let it rip. Let it rip. Piss into the wind. The wind will die down right in the nick of time. I don't know. I think it's for me. Oh, is that his kicker? Okay, I didn't know if you just spelled it wrong. I got you. Well, he's still consideration over Diggs. I think Diggs had such a phenomenal game. He probably is the safer call.
I like how Diggs was basically concussed. When you look back at that play where he ran out the back of the tent, he slammed his head on the ground. I don't know how he stayed in the game.
The only thing about Diggs scares me is
over it.
Looking at his consistency.
I think they're getting, because it's the Jets, unless something goes really wrong, I think because it's the Jets, they're going to be peppering him with the ball, trying to get him to that next. He stands to make another $1 million if he hits the yards in the next rung of reception. So
it's tough though, because he had 9 for 138, but the 4 weeks prior, or 3 weeks prior, nothing, and then he had 9 for 105, and then he had 3 touchdowns with no real amazing yardage the 3 weeks prior to that. And then he had 2 horrible games. Then he had 2 really good games. Then he had 3 horrible games. So he's very inconsistent. He's very consistently inconsistent. It's like a pattern, and it's a near exact pattern. I guess I would say that he usually has 2 good games in a row, though.
Yeah, true. That's what I'm saying there. I'm definitely making an assumption that he's going to get the targets, because, see when he gets, 7 or more targets, he has a great game.
It's $500,000.
Will he get the start?
I mean, you give me 6 more receptions for $500,000. I'm getting Drake May on the phone the night before, and I'm like, you better throw me that damn ball 6 times. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
There's gonna be no razor waiting for you at your locker. And like you said, the matchup is so nice, that they might be like, let's pepper the hell out of them in this game. This is a Diggs game. This is a get Diggs paid game. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, I guess I would say, if Hendy plays, I probably still put Hendy in, but it's still a consideration to go Diggs. But I don't know. Buka for other people that are in a little bit lesser spots, though. Like I thought it was Myers. I think Buka should be in. But since that was his kicker, Myers, I just thought he misspelled it. Then I'm not as on board putting Diggs on the bench, but it's a consideration for sure.
Aldi was asking Diggs or Michael Wilson. You go Michael Wilson, right?
Yeah. Over Diggs, yeah. But that's a close one.
I'd go Michael Wilson.
What do you think, Lucille? I would go Booker. All right, Travis, anything else?
No, just that. I mean, anything can happen, but I think that Arizona-Cincy game, the more I look at it, the more I kind of do like Burrow, even though it's a little colder on another night. Just because looking at how much those two teams throw, like it could end up being a back and forth game.
This thing's so heavy. This thing's really hurt my thumb.
Train.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. This thing's really hurting my thumb though, because my thumb is, as I said, I got like kind of almost like a separated hand going on here. I've had for like a year, and this probably isn't the best thing for it, because my thumb, it's so sore in between here. My hand, this hammer, maybe it'll strengthen it though. I don't know.
Swing lefty.
Did this man just pull a 6-foot hammer? I mean, this is a 22-pound. I guess you would say 3.5, 4 feet hammer, not 6 feet, but it's definitely, it's 22 pounds. It's from my boys over at Banff Hammer, BAMF Hammer. 10 kg is 22 lb. All right, anything else, Travis? Thank you, Rumblers. Appreciate you.
I think I'm good. So you graveyard tomorrow night after Christmas?
Yeah.
Some people were asking, will you be live before the games? And
No. I mean, if there's huge breaking news, maybe, but I doubt it. So I'll see you guys all for the graveyard shift wrap-up show.
And even like even if St. Brown sat out, you probably have an alternative. You have till Sunday to make that decision.
Yeah, I don't think I'd even go live if St. Brown sat out, because we kind of know all that information.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
Like if Joe Burrow got abducted by aliens or something, I'd come back.
That's something huge.
Merry
Christmas, Smitty.
All right, see you. You too. Merry Christmas, Travis. Later. Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you for the super chats. Appreciate everybody. Thank you, De La Torre, for dropping that final Merry Christmas right there. I'll see you all tomorrow for the wrap-up show, like early graveyard show. Merry Christmas. To all a good night. Live Monday through Friday. Live whenever big news breaks. And live almost every single night at midnight Eastern. Dupes.